Welcome to Ric's Corner. I have Dr. Eric Fong here today, who's got the Man Clinic, which is basically a clinic that tests you for your testosterone levels, see where your hormone is, if you need hormone replacement, because so many of you guys write into me and you want to know, what can I do? My testosterone is dropping, my sex drive is dropping, I just don't feel good, I'm starting to drag out, and this is the man that you want to see. Now, we talked about this a minute ago, and so when people come to you and they come in and you check them out, it's because they're low. Obviously something's going on.
Yeah, usually they have some sort of symptoms of low T by the time they come through the clinic.
Okay, and those symptoms are what?
Generally speaking, guys feel fatigued. Usually they're kind of drained of energy in the afternoon. Libido not the same as what they used to be. The workouts and the results are just not the same, and overall metabolism just slowed down for them.
Completely. And this starts at what age?
It varies in each individual, but generally speaking, right around the age of 30, guys slow down.
Okay.
Lifestyle has a part to do with it. Genetics do as well, but yeah, that's about the age.
Do you think that working out and eating a high-protein diet, of course, enhances it and keeps it up a little bit more than normal?
Yeah, the studies show that that's very true.
Yeah.
Keeping a healthy lifestyle can definitely increase your testosterone level, but unfortunately, if the testicle cells themselves have aged away, you know, there's only so much you can do.
And if your wife has your testicles, you're shot. There's nothing you can do at all.
That's right.
She has them on a wall over there mounted. You test for PSA as well?
Absolutely.
Prostate?
Yeah.
Is that a common issue?
You know, it's usually standard to screen it at prostate for PSA for prostate cancer at the age of 50.
Yeah.
So in the younger individual, is going to be much less of an issue, but it's always a good thing to check anyhow.
What about thyroid? Do you check this?
Yeah. Thyroid is a regular routine that we check as well, and that definitely plays a big part in your metabolism.
It does, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. I mean, I went on thyroid last year because mine had knocked down a little bit, and I take, I think, 30 grams, something like 30. I don't know if I noticed a difference or not, but my cardiologist also told me I was low on magnesium, which was really important.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What does magnesium do?
Magnesium provides a catalyst for a lot of these enzymes to help produce your own hormones.
Okay. So without it, you could have a slump.
Yes. Boron, zinc, magnesium, and selenium have all been shown to be helpful.
Okay. Now, let's say you're going to reach my age, which will be 73 tomorrow. Because there's a lot of guys that are viewers on here that are in their 70s, they're in their 60s, and we all kind of share the same symptoms. I told you when you came in, I feel pretty good, but I get tired, and I think I was getting tired at 30 even. But training hard at my age and training like I used to at 30, it's really hard to do, you know.
Absolutely.
And you need that recovery time, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
What do you suggest for somebody like that that's close, let's say in their 60s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, as far as training, as far as time off? What do you suggest as far as time off in between workouts?
I always think it's a good idea to give yourself about 1 week of recovery time after each muscle group, that you work out. I do think that's an appropriate amount of time for the muscle cells to regenerate, and testosterone replacement therapy definitely helps with your recovery in that process.
There's no question about that. I used to do like chest and back on Mondays and then again on Thursdays, but I was younger. Mm-hmm. And it worked. I can do it now, but I get more tired. So if after a certain age, if I hit each body part once a week, which I've never used to think worked at all, I just had Bill Grant on here, he does the same thing, then he takes 4 days off, but he says he feels so much better with that recovery time. Mm-hmm. But I also think that testosterone, which I do 250 milligrams a week, definitely puts me over the top with that. I feel much better.
Yeah, absolutely. It all depends on where you're getting your levels at, but if you're at the higher level of the normal range, no doubt that your recovery time is going to improve. Great.
And you said the normal range is anywhere between 600 and 900?
It goes from about 1100 as the high to about 250, 300. So there is a big differential there.
250, 300 is the low.
250, 300 is the low.
If you drop below that, you got issues.
You're clinically low, and you got even if you're at 300 or 400 levels, you're definitely usually going to have some sort of low T symptoms. But if you're below that, then you're much lower than the average population.
Right. Okay. What about, since we're on the subject, what about growth hormones? What's your feelings about that?
Growth hormone is an essential hormone, just like that's very much tied into your metabolism, such as your testosterone and thyroid. Growth hormone is produced in pulsations when we sleep during our REM state, and it's definitely plays a big part in your recovery as well, your collagen production, your fat metabolism, just the general well-being of how your body works.
Okay, you explained this to me on paper when I was at your office. So the best time to take, if you're going to do growth hormone, what's the best time to take it? What time of the day?
Well, the growth hormone itself, there's different schools of thoughts on that.
Okay, I want to hear yours.
The actual growth hormone versus I promote something called semirelin.
Yes.
Semirelin replicates a hormone called growth hormone releasing hormone that's naturally produced in the hypothalamus to stimulate the pituitary gland.
Okay.
So it stores up more growth hormone. So when you release it, you're just releasing more of your own natural growth hormone.
Okay.
And it's been shown to increase your own growth hormone pulsations about 6 times what they would normally be.
Really?
Yes.
Well, one of your patients is on it. He loves it. He tells me about it all the time.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I've never tried it. I don't know how it works or work on me, but I have done the IGF. IGF-1 LR3. There's different ones, right?
Right, correct.
This one is a good one?
As a physician, it's hard to necessarily want to advocate any of the real growth hormone or the IGFs, just because it has been shown to have potential long-term side effects from it.
Okay. Like hair loss? Well, might.
Actually, it only should help regrow the hair. But enlarged organs, enlarged hands and feet, some weird stuff can happen with it.
I've seen people with enlarged heads, faces.
Yeah, that's true. Forehead, jaw.
Yes, yes. Organs we don't want to enlarge because if it's in the belly, it makes you look fat. Right?
That's the truth.
Yeah, that's the truth. You see many bodybuilders that have this distended belly, and it's like, my God, that's not pretty at all.
No, and that's not reversible either.
I know that. And so would that have a tendency to grow more than the actual bicep or tricep?
Yes, absolutely. Like I said, once you grow an organ, it's you can't go back.
Yeah.
One of the great things about growth hormone is that you can actually generate new muscle cells versus the testosterone itself. Helps push a lot of the nutrients into those muscle cells, but having a growth hormone within the body actually helps produce new muscle.
Okay. Now, I read up on this, and you can tell me if I'm wrong because you'll know better than I am, that the growth hormone only has like a 20-minute life in the body?
Yes. We produce these pulsations.
Okay, like you showed me.
Generally about, anywhere between 20-30 minutes long. Right?
Okay, then I read that the IGF has 20 to 30 hours. Is that true?
Yeah, so your growth hormone is released from the pituitary gland, and it gets converted through your liver into IGF-1.
Right.
And each individual's body can utilize this IGF-1 differently than others. But in general, it gets used up fairly quickly within the body. But
it does
potentially.
Is it true that it doubles the cells? For example, if you're doing testosterone, your cells enlarge. They don't necessarily double, right?
Yeah, not necessarily.
But the IGF, I read, will double the cells and they stay there. Make sense?
It could potentially, yeah.
Okay. I just need to know these things. You need to know these things. This is all legal. We discussed this before. They come to see you, they get a test, it's all done legally. There's nothing illegal about this at all. Because people will ask, well, that's not legal, it's steroids, but this is legal.
Yes. Testosterone replacement therapy and semirelin is it's all FDA approved.
Okay.
Yes.
And so they come to your office and they go through the procedure, and if they qualify, they get the replacement therapy, basically.
Yes, that's correct.
Have you had really good results with it?
Absolutely. I've changed a lot of guys' lives.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been personally replacing my own testosterone for about 5 years, and my patients for about 4.5 years.
Oh, that's great. Now, if somebody wants to come see you, it's called the Man Clinic. It's in Woodland Hills. I'm going to put that up. What's the address?
The address is 20501 Ventura Boulevard, Suite 360.
Now, if you see this building, don't be shy. It looks like the White House. Seriously.
Patients call it the White House.
It's the White House. It's huge. And there's a lot of steps going up there on this new knee of mine, but I did them. Although you do have parking and all that.
Yes, there's an elevator.
Now, if someone wants to come see you, they should call and make an appointment. Because you go by appointment only. You just don't walk in.
Absolutely.
Now, okay, and we'll put that number up as well. Now, let's just say they're from out of state or they're out of town. How do you deal with that?
So since testosterone is a Schedule 3 DEA regulated medication, we do have to have patients from California to be treated.
Okay.
Here. There is laws against out of states, but we can certainly ship, and we do this for many of our patients that call in. Sermorelin treatments can go out of state,
Which is not a steroid.
No, it's considered a hormone, but a peptide-based.
Peptide-based,
hormone.
yeah. Well, that's good to know. I've never tried it, like I said, but I'm game. What else do we need to know? They have to come to you for the blood test, obviously, because you spin it there.
Yes.
And then, like you said, in 20 minutes, you can give them the results. You can tell them exactly what they need, and you can give it to them at the time.
That's right. And actually, I think we're the only clinic in all of Los Angeles that has an in-house laboratory, and we dispense the medications right there. So it's truly a one-stop shop, which is very nice.
That's true. Now, I want to get one more thing because I needed this and you gave it to me. It was B12. Your B12 has other things involved in it, which I really like. I think this was a really good thing.
Yeah.
So explain to them what the B12 has into it.
We have a complex, B12 complex with B6, L-carnitine, which helps your fat metabolism, and then MEC. It stands for methionine, isotriol, and choline. These are naturally occurring vitamins that have scientifically been proven to boost your metabolism.
And they also burn fat.
Yeah, absolutely.
How often do you have to take that? And you told me like once a month, but if I really want to burn fat, it'd be more like once a week.
Yeah, more like once a week.
And you can see results with it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I'm not gaining weight. Well, I want to thank you for being here. If there's anything else you'd like to add to these people so they can come look you up, I'm willing to hear it. Just give you a call and make an appointment, huh?
Absolutely.
You'll make them look like me? No, I mean like you.
Right.
All right, well, you heard it. It's the Man Clinic. It's in Woodland Hills. Dr. Eric Fong, he's a great guy. We just met for the first time last week, but I feel like I've known him forever, and he answers all my questions. These are things we want to know. These are things you want to know. So when you go to see him and you call, make sure you saw him on Rick's Corner so we know that you guys actually saw us, and we'll take it from there. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for watching Rick's Corner, and we'll see you all next time.
It's RicDrasin.com. He is the equalizer, baby. See you next time.